If we take a look at the AdventureWorks database, kind of drill on into here, go under tables, what you're going to notice is that under Human Resources Employee, if I expand my columns, you'll notice that inside of there, I have the hire date for all of my employees. But you notice what's missing? My first name, my last name, my email address. All of that is in a separate table. If I scroll on down and open up Person Contact and go to Columns, what you're going to notice here is that our first name, last name, and email address all exist inside of columns. So if I want to get a very simple employee roster with their first name, last name, email address, and hire date, I'm going to have to join those two together. Needless to say, that's going to be something that people will frequently want to be able to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a view for this. Now I'm going to start off with my select statement. So let's build this up. We'll say select, and I'm going to say C, first name, C, last name, C, email address, and E, hire date, from person, contact, C, inner join, human resources, employee, E, on, C, contact ID, equals E, contact ID. There you go. If I execute this, what you're going to notice is sure enough we get the exact data that we'd be expecting. There's our select statement. Now we're going to turn this into a view. Are you ready? I'm going to click at the very beginning of my S here. Character turn, give myself a little bit of room. Create, view, and let's say human resources. Now, whenever you're creating a view, you want to highlight the fact that this is a view. The reason for that is because the outside world is going to see this as a table. And if you remember what we were talking about before, one of the best practices is don't join views together. Well, if I can't easily tell that it's a view, I'm going to be more susceptible to accidentally joining it together. So you should always have some prefix in front of it. V, or sometimes UV for user view, or otherwise, that's going to make it that much more identifiable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say V, and then employee list. Character turn, as. Voila, we've created a view. Well, once I hit execute, we'll have created the view. Now that we've created our view, let's take a look at how we can use it. I'm going to start off by creating a new query window. And I'm going to say select star. Now I'm going to do star on purpose here. The reason for that is because I want to actually show all the columns. And then I'm going to say from human resources, V employee list. And if I execute this, you're going to notice, sure enough, we get the exact data that we were expecting. Now, the next little thing to note is the fact that we can choose to filter our data, sort our data, just like we were getting the data from a table. So for example, maybe I want to put the first name and the last name together. Okay. So I'll just come right up here and I'm just simply going to say last name plus first name as full name. Let's go ahead and grab their email address and their hire date. And now, if I click execute, sure enough, you'll notice that we've got our full name. And if we kind of keep on going here, you're also going to notice that I could put in a where statement. So for example, maybe I wanted to say where, last name, like, and let's just go ahead and say H%, like that, and click execute. And sure enough, now we filtered based on that. And now maybe I want to sort this based on that last name. Well, then what I can do is I can say order by last name. Execute. And sure enough, everything is now sorted by last name. So again, here's the takeaways. The takeaways are that a view is nothing but a balled up select statement. You just put create view on top of it. And once you create it, you can basically use it just like you would a normal table. There's views. I'll see you in the next lesson.